approach for the PS4. Sorry about that. The game just crashed. It's getting annoying. I was not cannot been playing that long just now. It crashed. It's actually worse than the truck driver crashes. Yeah, I wonder that again. I wonder if that's either the standards got a problem or is that yeah? Because it's a bit. I would have thought it was my old before I put it might have been my sister because other people weren't saying it. But the thing is, it's a new system, brand new. Went out and got one. Yeah, and it's still doing it. So obviously, it's an issue with the game, and it's happening too frequently, guys. So it's annoying. Mm-hmm. Okay, I hope I don't get slammed into as I make my work, do my stuff again. Gotta do my seed. Sound like someone just hit me. I'm gonna try to drive a little bit. Maybe I can get to the side of the road over there. Cause something's hitting me big time. There's a truck. He's gonna knock. He's. Yeah, I know. Okay, I know. Okay. Game, I know. I just gotta. Okay, it's now attack. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Luckily, I didn't take no damage for that. I wasn't taking damage for, which was a kind of an improvement. That one truck definitely was pushed. Obviously, pushed me into the guard. Not too far from where it crashed. I don't think. It was too low down. Case on point, find your perfect, your sweet spot, and getting crashes, and then you gotta worry about your seating. This is the only downside I have with the Scania. I do like them. Wish you could switch these mirrors out. Because I like the ones on the manual a little more. I don't like these mirrors like this. I like those long ones, the big ones. I was trying to look at this, making sure I'm in the right way. Oh crap, come on, goodbye, I knew I have to, I see it. To get over. Actually, I think I need to be in this thing. Whoa. Too fast. As far as scenery, some people refer to this as bland. I don't, honestly. This reminds me of growing up. Road to go down on this type of scenery. Yeah, it's spot on. Type of stuff you would see. When we were driving. That doesn't bother me. I mean, yeah, occasionally. I know you get them on here too, you know, the wind farms, stuff like that. I'll go get screwed here if I don't get over. Why I said that, because that lane's going in. And I knew all that traffic was going to come on to me. So we got a run. We picked up in Hanover. We got run to Stuttgart, München, and Nuremberg. Better not crush it. Yeah, I'd see how. At least go get 2 out of 3 out of the way. I'll try to Stuttgart and München. So no, those ain't too far apart. But truthfully, I don't think Nuremberg is that far from München. And if I get a load goes back towards Hanover, I will take it. But what I'll do with that load, guys, is I'll you know, take it. Can we get back to Hanover? Then I switch over to the cattle truck. The cow trailer. Makes no sense why it's called cow trailer. I don't want to driving pigs. They feel like they're driving around with luxury. I've seen a hog trailer too. That they are a little different, guys. A little different between a hog trailer and a cow trailer. So I'm really shocked at that big trailer for hog, just pigs. Because if you've seen one, you know there is a difference in the trailers. They're a little, I think they're a little shorter. Not lengthwise, you know, not lengthwise, but you know, height-wise. Hog trailers ain't quite as big as a cow trailer. Or I think it was hogs anyway. It might have been sheep, but still, that would make more sense for a pig. I know they need room in there because they got of course, they gotta have their, you know, all this stuff they like to lie in. The slop and all that stuff. Pigsties, you know what they are. You gotta give them all the comforts they like. Crap, I didn't like this. This shit. Switch lanes like that. I prefer this lane unless I got a people coming onto the freeway. Then I try to be in that. What just happened right there? What there was interchanges. For instance, where I had a line of traffic coming onto the freeway, knew the lane would end. So if lane ends, you know what's happening. They're coming into you. There, don't worry about it, because I've never seen it. I have seen people use the ones in town to easy takes. I don't see them using them outside of the towns. Don't see other traffic pulling into them. Have seen them in town, so I know they keep saying they want to add those to truck driver, right? Semis. I don't know if I really want them to, because their AI right now is actually it's at a good place. The only problem still is the speed. They're driving way too slow. Nothing like getting in behind one. It's like you're on a timer. You're like cursing because it's like crap. Oh, there goes a guy in practice for NASCAR. Gotta warm up his tires there. That or he have steering issues, which I get. He overcorrected or something. It feels like that. Trust me. Controller wise, I don't know what it'd be like being on a wheel. Again, I had no real reason to get a wheel because I don't really have a place to set one up. That's where I play at. I don't have something like that, you know, place to set one up, and that would be an issue, right? I don't know if I'm playing truck driver today because I do want to do some more work on the Sims. I gotta adjust the volume on that though, because I watched the playback last night. And, man, I hear that echo. It's like, my poor viewers. Right, speaking about you guys, Try to keep the volume down. The TV one might be doing it too. It could. I know that game just got. Because I didn't notice it on anything but the voices and stuff like that. It really was loud on that real big echo on it. Was. Oh man. I'm still downloading. It's taking forever to download my games because I got SnowRunner on the. Hoping online storage had it. I looked at online storage. Most games I didn't mind starting fresh on, like this near here nor there. A couple I didn't want to have to. One was Stardew Valley. Some was pretty far into that as well. Another was SnowRunner. By far, SnowRunner. Anyone who plays that game know what I mean. You get some loads on there. Some of the stuff you get on there, you do not want to have to start over too much if you're past that stuff. Because it's... Well, one, it's a grind to begin with, but some of the stuff's... Not to mention my trucks. Because I had a pretty good sized fleet. A lot of it I had to go out, early to get. Like, went to Alaska a little early to get just a couple trucks up there. At least one, Royal. But two of those, some of those, oh man. That oil rig that goes to Smithville Dam, that thing was a pain in the backside to deal. Not to mention I wouldn't have my yard, which would be a problem at the start. The yard I rely on a lot. Of course, there are some games that had. I don't think that would be an issue. Like Fallout 76. Fallout 76, of course, is online. Not saved automatically. All my Division stuff. That's another game won't be put on the system. Of course, start with Division 1. Try to play through it, and then maybe do 2. I don't know. For me, Division 1 was a challenge. It's a challenge. You get a challenge doing it. Division 2, it seems too easy to me. Really too easy. It's probably because of the tech. Some of the tech is I wish I had some of the tech on one. That drone or whatever, that would be useful. Yeah, 2 is so easy. Not to mention 1, I don't think I've been able to recreate her on 2. If you watch SWAT, I got someone who looks a lot like Chris on there. And a lot like Chris. Pretty spot on, actually. One of my favorite characters on SWAT. Different than the original, but I like it. I really like that series. Hoping what's her name becomes a regular. Norma Cooling. Who had been on, of course, Chicago Med before that. Took me a while to figure out who she was, and like seeing the name. When I seen the credits, like, oh yeah, what's her name from the Med. It takes forever to download, because I still gotta get GTA downloaded. No, that's gonna be an overnight though, because it's how long it'll take. But that's my biggest file yet to put on there. Wrestling, I'm probably going feeling worried about Fire Pro. Putting it back on here. Hopefully I don't have to resubscribe to it. I think I do have to subscribe to some though, because I know there's people that's missing. Oh man, I hope I can remember all my information for I think I signed back in their website. But yeah, 2K22, I like that one trailer is right because it showed. I know there's been one that had a match between Cesaro and Rey Mysterio. I wonder that's what's it called? I don't remember what it's called, showcase or what. I wonder if it's an indication of that mode that's going to be Rey Mysterio this time around, which wouldn't be too bad. If it were, he's been WWE for quite a while now. So wouldn't be what could see him doing a Mysterio one. Of course. I mean, with that amount, of course, because of course Eddie Guerrero would probably feature in it as well as, yeah, they have a good camera. But newer rosters, as long as it has Dominic. It looked like it had the new Alexa. The one, because our secretary showed some of the clips, showed like Alexa with her new look, but it featured. That's why I hope it's true, and not just someone's, put together stuff. It showed as a legend, AJ Lee, which would be huge for me, because that's like one of my favorites. Favorite divas, or favorite women, sorry, I don't want to call them divas, they don't like that anymore, do they? Yeah. I mean, current gen, it's definitely Alexa. I was a fan of Ronda, but what the hell? Maybe it's starting to speed up. Just look like wonder there is starting to. Oh, I'm gonna need this lane. I'm gonna need to get over anyway. Let's go got another exchange up ahead. No, I do try to talk about the game as much as possible. It's not always easy because there's not a lot to talk about it. Again, a lot of it's just I need what you want to call it, something to do. Cause again, I wish they had some type of music for this game. Just if it was decently, but not what Truck Driver has. Give it a little country twang to it. That would be perfect. Get some of that type of, that type of beat to it. I just think country music and Truck Driver go to 10 and hand, right? Of course, I would also one of the two, not a third trucking game, to feature. I don't even have to be in America, as long as I feature American trucks. That's what I would love, right? No, I'm not the only one because I keep every time Successful does a stream on Trucking Driver, people are asking. I will get over just because we got merging traffic here. And I know there's going to be a bottleneck up here when that lane ends. Crap, it's my lane that's Sandy. Crap. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, it wouldn't be too much. So I'm not picking. Well, I like what Truck Driver would. Of course, I wouldn't mind seeing Kenworth, Peterbilt, Of course, I know there's I think on here you just hoping there's more brands get out of it, because truthfully, it's not a lot, are there? You got 2 brands, or what is it, free trucks per brand. A few trailers, but probably I look at the trailers like this. The Gigaliner, for instance, the one that people use. I admit, through reversing, what we could do, I did U-turn with it though, somehow, somewhere. To pull a U-turn with this sucker. It's pretty easy, actually. It was shocking. But yeah, I can see the issue. The only thing I can see with the Gigaliner, if you can pull it off and it don't do it, maybe that's how you gotta do it when you. I know, because the dolly is not meant to reverse. It is doing a gradual braking, like gradually reverse. tape still take forever. And not to mention, there's just certain stop. You're kind of limited where you could go with them. Brutal, Tom Oil, places like that. Some places, forget it. There's really not enough room. I gotta go in this one real fast. Get over in the middle there, sir. Huh? It's my right hand mirror. I just wish they would add a look back feature. You know, that could solve a lot of the issues. We just made a look backwards. It'd help a lot. Damn, I wish I'd seen that sooner. I went over and slept 2 hours. How far? What the hell? I'm trying to go on my map. Let's see. Oh, we're not that far out. We're not that far out. Four thousand? I'm giving out 4,000 kilos. That's how much I got. That must have me how much I got in it. Don't ask me, guys. I don't know what's going on here. Hold up. Oh, it's looking right. Okay, how did I not? The fact that after the straight line was for out. That's so. Oh God, that is annoying. That's not because you could look with the touchpad as well. But the problem is when you're trying to hit it to, you know, trying to use it to look at my map and it does that. Oh man, that's annoying. I usually don't look at the map, but I needed to there because of to sleep, of course. And it shouldn't take 2 hours no further than we were out. Of course, not always easy takes don't always pop up here. Or maybe if there's another one I come across, I may pull it anyway. I won't have to sleep in Stuttgart. I know that already. I'll go do that only because I know when I leave Stuttgart, I'll go be going towards München and go be on a 2-lane road there for a bit. I mean, I don't mind starting over in Stardew Valley. That one, I don't want to have to. Actually, yeah, I did. I did on one reason. Because I sold out. I sold out to, what's it called? JoJo Core or whatever. Except I was like, I couldn't find a damn snow yet. I was like, what's that? Didn't realize they're in the snow. Duh. Once I identified, of course, shortly after doing it, I found one. It was like, also, I was struggling with fish. Figured that out. I hope I can remember how to do that. But I was really, I don't know if it's over 200 levels, which I think it is. I was definitely over in 200 level range in mine. I'm curious how deep that thing is. Well, there was, they want to do that. That oversteer. Now I gotta stay over here. Oh, that's the reason I hate it. Hate being in this lane. Whoa. Did he stop? Because I flew by him. Sorry. So, I don't know if it's controller or what's causing it. It shouldn't be the controller though. That, when we get to Stuttgart, I'll go point out the one thing I wish they hadn't added to this game. Honestly, because I don't have this problem. Truck driver. Oh man, someone just came in for a landing over there. So called they're flying now. Just flew in from Berlin, from UK. Man, I'm seeing more today. Boy, a lot more of that. Pop-in is one thing, it's just drop-in, but it hadn't been too bad. This road is pretty horrendous. There's some parts of it though, I know you watch it. There's like an apex At times, you can almost see us jumping. That's what I love it about that new stuff you gotta do on Crew 2. I like that stunt stuff. That ain't too bad. I didn't like the last one too much. Right? It was. I was afraid they were gonna bring back those stupid crate you had to smash. You know, people who play Crew know what I'm talking about. Cause I hated that stuff. If any missions I would fail, it had to redo was those. So often, dude. Especially when you got put one that wasn't your own vehicle. I didn't like that ending either, making you drive one of those type. Wasn't your vehicle, so it's one they give you. I don't mind having to switch to that class as long as you're giving me one of my damn vehicles where it's fixed up, right? Especially going against that damn Ford GT like that. What? Oh no! Is it ramming time now? Go have rammer patrol out here. These guys that keep hitting me on my rear end. I'm debating what to do on Sims. I really need to get. People don't mind watching other stuff. I don't mind doing it. The builds, house builds and stuff. I don't know what it takes time. I don't rush. I don't really want to get the ambience and all just right. Oh, I need to get over. I know what's going to happen up ahead. We're going. Yeah. It's going to get bad. It's going to get bad because we're at Stuttgart. This place, if there's that road, will get something added off of it. Oh, just come up through here. How little cars become hood ornaments. So when we get to where I'm dropping off, I guess I'll rest her as well. Perfect place to do it right, because it's going to be stopped anyway. Go try to put this around 50. Why? Is I know it's going to go to 50 when I get to Stuttgart. Of course, it don't matter. Whoa, dude, you gotta get on that lane. I knew that too. I didn't know, but I figured it out in time. Go out. That was you part there. I wouldn't have slammed into you. Jackass. Move it. You're turning. See, this guy's turn signal on. He's turning. He shouldn't have. Must be because he hit. Yeah, warning lights. That's about hazards because they got hit. Go call the popo. I'm about to kill him. I do have Cobra Recovery downloaded. Not sure if I need to start. I may think about it, doing that. I don't mind starting fresh on it though. I'm trying to remember how far I was gone through it though. I know Robbie is, because I'm using Miyagi Do, because I haven't seen their one story where, because if you play through. One didn't start the other one. When you finish, it would just go to the final battle. You don't get to see the other story. So I should play through a couple of times. The thing is, I admit, I cannot beat the final boss. I tried, so I was going to take a break, but probably you can't reload it either. You have to go through what is it, Valley Fest or whatever? Not Valley Fest. I don't think it's Valley Fest. Might be. It might be Valley Fest. Can't remember which one it is. But yeah, you had to re-go through. Which one had been? didn't think about it. Wouldn't be too bad in one area because I only have the one, that one guy, you know, the pawn shops. Yeah, only have one more to do. West Valley Fest. The one at, I think it's at a, I can't remember if it's a school or it's a, I don't think it's a school. I think it's the one at All Valley. That one's a 10-ass fun, let me tell you. You have to know right where to go, turn. This one don't have it. Some of these have a fruit stand in front of them. These burritos. You can also learn. This is one of the few you actually save time, which storefronts have much to look at already. Oh, liquor. Kidding. People don't know why you chain before a crash or whatever. He does joking around what it looks like a liquor store. Find out easy thing. Yeah, we'll mix it up, guys. When I look at this. God, I left a brake on. Ouch. It ain't overly loud. That's the only thing I got with truck drivers. It's a little loud. Okay, we took some damage. Not a whole lot, so we didn't get too much deducted. So what I'm going to do is one. Get hit in the face by a door, but first we're going to hit that. We'll go pull forward. Park right over here so I can rest. Then what we're going to do, we're going to actually look at the job market here and see. Because they got a food amp here, so maybe there's something we can get off of that. Oh, I keep wanting to hit up. Well, yeah, I got to do that too. Okay, so now we know. Before I even turn that engine on, we're going to look. That's where it's hard. Because I don't know really how much is in there. Cargo capacity. 1,400. Oh boy. 3,200 to Dortmund. Let's see if we got 3,200 left in there. $5,200. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. Yeah, I can. Okay. Thank God. That's 82%. That leaves 1,500. $1,400, $1,200. Ost. Where's the Ost? Actually, it's $1,400. $10,000. Berlin. That'd be foolish to turn down. I mean, there's that one, but I don't got enough room. The one that's going to kill. I just don't have enough room. Pretty sure I got enough for this. So, got to move this up on the delivery as well. Yeah, that'd probably be at 98%. Berlin should be after. Before or after Nuremberg? There's Nuremberg. Oh, Berlin's going north. Okay. And the purple is. So let's. I need to stick something. I think my seat could be backed up a little more. The top of that mirror's cut off on me. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, right there would be alright. Okay, so did this? No. It is nice you can read it now, so I said this. Kudos. I understand what they meant. It wasn't working right now. All I ever said, this was it worked. That you would didn't have to keep exiting after every selection. Someone said you did. That's what I was pointing out. But this was lost, I guess, on the person who was meaning. Go read that comment now. Just in case it crashes. Appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. It's actually, yeah, I've noticed, and I don't, but I guess I'm a sucker for those. Didn't give up a truck driver in their dirt days. But yeah, the crashing's been a problem for a while. It's one of those things that's been there since day one. It does keep crashing. It doesn't take long, but the crashing from behind is getting ridiculous. That's it's really, really bad. Wait, I'm in the wrong lane. Good. They're tired. Yeah. Which way you expected to hit you? The guy can't even drive straight right there. You probably hit in the railing. Again, tractor trailers ain't the easiest to drive, but it shouldn't be that big a problem. There's another issue. That's why I'm checking to see they fixed. The 6-wheel box truck has a brake issue. At least a man did. That's why I'm checking Scania. This was about a month ago. I noticed, but I lost the internet and everything, so I couldn't report it. So I'm checking to see if it's been fixed. Those issues, because we went to brake and it was like you were skidding. It's like driving all night. It's just ridiculous. As far as their performance, I wish the one button they could add to this that would fix a lot of issues. I don't know if it causes a strain on performance. I'm not a tech expert, but would be a look behind button. Because I admit I give up on trying to use right-hand mirrors because I can't see all of them. This is not too much eye strain trying to deal with. On there, I don't do it, but usually I'll be just going to a third person to see if there's a vehicle there. Yeah, at first when I was taking that damage, I was like, what's going on? I thought it was like a hell, because it was raining, like what, hailstorm? Then I caught it out my mirror, the car that had hit me. Kept saying like, oh, that's what's going on. It's one thing if they don't do damage, because sometimes they'll do it and there's no damage. It's when you're taking the damage, it's so frustrating. Certain roads, so I noticed certain roads, it's not. It may happen, but not too common. And other roads, it's worse. Then you got the course of vehicles that's broke down, causing issues as well, or coming backwards edge. That's happened too. Happened yesterday. I'll read the comment when I get to the next. Hopefully, getting it to the next stop. Is that a truck? I did the whole thing of answering the question, what happens if you run out of fuel? Nothing. This truck driver, they'll fast travel you to a gas station, right, if it happens. Nope. You are either walking or you are going to go to main menu and it'll put a little fuel back into your truck. I've noticed that trailers also became I had a system that was working and I tried it yesterday. What didn't want to work. the cow trailer. I was trying it yesterday if it wasn't working. That if you turn the cab enough, you could see the fifth wheel, and it would make this attach and detaching trailer work. Now I know they had mentioned they were going work on it, right? It was supposed to be in beginning day one, and I don't. If they made it easier, I don't see where. Because they had noticed that when Game Tech was using Steam, playing on Steam, that issue with the trailers, and they were going to fix it. I don't see where it's any easier at all. If it's supposed to be easier, but of course they had a lot of stuff they had to fix after launch, especially the cattle trailer. Big issue. Was the Scania. Oh, and that thing he did with his employee or whatever, when he seen the truck fly up in there. I actually seen that happen yesterday or the day before. It wasn't mine. I haven't been using employee systems. I don't want to build up cash too quickly. Gotta have something to do, work on. Yeah. As bad as it is, there may be a way around the crash behind though. Except when you're on the freeways. Because they don't do it. I know towns they don't do it, and they don't think they do it on the 2-lane road. So the co-op, the cattle trailer may be the option. It looks like the food ends up here. And there was another issue I had. The game had crashed, and then I had a load. I wasn't in Nuremberg yet. I wasn't even close to Nuremberg. That's where the load was going. And for some reason, it didn't have my sat-nav coordinates. I had to literally keep using the map trying to figure out how to get to Nuremberg. Not too much probably. You just use the signs and all, but yes, you know, it's kind of an issue. When you're trying to, you don't know the roads too well because don't live in Germany. You don't know the map too well. If it was structured, I don't want to be a problem. And I know that map runs back in my hand, but for the most part, of course, it's a small map. Bounty, right? Okay. Most look like what they say they're posted too. Oh, huh. One that's due to the fact that it's all mans on the road. But that's what the AI uses. Huh, I have to keep an eye out for that. Maybe not originally Scania, I guess. I use it in the... I was going to use man to start off with. Why it switched it was Scania, you got more cargo capacity. That's why I started using the Scania. Oh, no, I just got done resting there. This is where it's confusing. Which road do I take out of here? It's got it to the left and right. The right, okay. This wish the AI would react to you too. You're trying to leave. In fact, one of my feature big gripes is also, I know AI is just gonna be AI. That's gonna be an issue they'll be working on for a while. When truck driver took about a year to fix it. So I know it takes a while to fix the AI. Of course, the problem with truck drivers AI was they had originally had a different developer. It was that coding that was causing the problem. The old coding was causing an issue with it. So makes me wonder if that's the case for them. Why it should. Hope it don't take too long, but we know it probably will. My thing was the seat adjustment. I wish they would remember where your seat is. Is that I get that sweet spot, and I hate when I get back when I load the game. It's especially with the crashing issue. You got to readjust your seat. It's hard to sometimes find that spot you like again, especially if you're in the middle of the road. Happened earlier to me. After the crash, was in the middle of the road freeway, and what happened? A truck was pushing me because it was my truck was kind of sideways or something. I guess I don't remember being in that spot, but whatever. I know some people say there's a thing with reversing at stoplights. I don't see that. The only time I noticed that, or it moves forward, I must have hit the rail, or someone hit me. The only time I noticed it is if there's a, because I swirled forward on me. That's how I knew it was something else. It's if there's a hill. If there's a hill, you'll do. Just several solutions put on parking, bro. But I wish they would have stop and go braking. Met up first and found a nuisance of truck driver, but I kind of enjoy it. But I admit I turned it on specifically once when it was off, because I'd rather have it on. So hoping to get to Moonshine. Yellow. And look out the work. They really, I know it's probably not because it's not been out to Steam, wasn't out to Steam that I know of. From what I saw, because Game Tech mentioned that. I don't have a Steam myself, but yeah, there need to be if there was like red light violations. What's the point of having red lights? You're not even gonna have a violation for it. I know it's an immersion, but usually I'll try to obey, but as long as the truck will let me. Sometimes actually I don't want to stop. I mean, that's weird. I am used to it on truck driver only because, you know, they're your tires. As your tires get worn, it gets harder and harder to brake. It shouldn't be, but when there's no tire, the fact that it's on load upset. I see. I gotta. Curious what road I'm going. Hazard guess. I think I should be going out that 2-lane road. Of course, I'm giving them some leeway because I know they haven't been out that long. To see what they do, right? Get their problem fixing their problems. So. Then see if they will. Because with Lava's no, I think it's the publisher or developer that did Autobahn Play Simulator 2. Let's face it, that game's a total mess. Or is it gonna be like WWE 2K20? They gave up on. Oh, is that green? See, there's sometimes these lights are hard to. That is green. Sorry, traffic guys behind me. The only other thing is the time of day. You really should see a difference in traffic, like if it's lighter or heavier, depending on the time of day. Because I know nighttime you won't see a lot of traffic during the night. It's actually when truck drivers AI was really bad. I actually got to where I wanted to travel at night only, because traffic was lighter. I got tired dealing with it. Here it doesn't matter. I also note there's not a lot of pedestrians. My game kind of almost looks like a ghost town. You get about certain places, but just not too very often. You don't see them walking, for instance, very often. Like for towns and stuff, you don't really like here. You don't see. Of course, this time of day, I would like. Okay, it's just night. It's just not the time of day they'll be out, right? But you see it all the time. Yeah. Mobile it's a Conte. Those guys are worse for hitting me. Yeah, it could be, dude, because I would fight, because the AI, of course, all drive man. It sucks that that's the case, because I like man for one reason. I like their mirrors better. I really do like their mirror more than the scanning. Don't do scanning, because like I said, better cargo. It's better. In the beginning, that's all about the cargo space. Later on, it won't really matter. Some point will be in. So what I could say, once I get a load that goes back toward Hanover, back to Hanover. Right now, I got one that goes past Hanover, but once I get one that go into Hanover, I'll start getting loads there. I'll probably switch, drop those off, then I would switch into the cow trailer. Or pig trailer. Can't really call it a cow trailer. You drive pigs. That is the size of it. It is the cow trailer you're using for that. I already noticed that upper doorway on it. Oh hell. That's a damn light. What, 244 is for? There's stuff that they've added to truck driver they could. I really wish they could add to do this. It makes it so much easier. I mean, actually can't tell when you're speeding. Even though if you notice on that, even it makes you question it because it'll put the red bar, it'll go across there at the speed limit exactly. Which that's a little misleading. It shouldn't be like that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry, dude. Hope we hit this light. It's gotta be a light. I'm sure. What the hell I hit there? A damn pole or something. That's a good pole. Hoping that's an indicator where they may add stuff in the future. Right, like more town. Cause console, weren't we? Didn't we get when they came out on console? Didn't we get a town or two that were added? I thought Nuremberg was mentioned that it was added for the console when it came out on console. Not maybe not exclusive, obviously, but when it came out for console. So curious how it looked before then. I was skeptical at first. Oh, damn. That oversteer is bad. Controller is probably not the best way to play this game. I don't have a wheel though. Of course, that's only if it's when the wheel supported us. No, some wheel that was a problem on that as well. I think it was Xbox was on that problem. It may still be on that problem. I hope they fix it, obviously. I mean, I'm skeptical on the company and another reason. I know what I hear now, I don't know if it's true because I don't have a PS5, but I hear what they were putting this out on PS5 as well, and it was not going to be free, you know, which really made people, that if they didn't know about that, they brought PS4 version and then thinking it was going to be, then they got the PS5 version, found out the PS5 version you had to pay extra for. It's kind of frustrating. Why don't they do that? Main reason I don't got PS5. I'm waiting, really, because I've seen some that's getting rushed out. It's got issues, so I'm curious, because I know they've had an issue of the sale, you know, the amount of units they had out, so if they start rushing them out, there could be issues, right, with the system. You don't want to see that. I'm always like that though with a new system. Better wait a little bit before I got one, because I don't want to get in right when it comes out. I guess PlayStation just learned to do that, because they always come out with a slim line at some point. PS3 did, PS4 did. Oh, no, don't make it a truck. Truck could do a lot of damage if it's a truck that starts doing that. It's one thing if it's a car, because the car would do like 1 point here and there. Truck though, truck could do some serious damage to you. The other area on of course is simple. They want to lane ends and they start merging into you. It's another issue. Even though I swear yesterday a truck did, so that was my fault. I hit the brake line. So I don't like driving on that outer lane. I know I got this controller, should be where I like it. Oh, I wish to God. No, not that. Game, I did want to look at my options. Yes, I wish they didn't put this stuff in there, right? Oh, I could have did without that stuff. I don't have these problems with the truck driver. In case I put out. I've almost got my safe driver. I'm almost up to the new levels on the past skill. I haven't been playing that long on it. I haven't checked what all I got on my online storage to see. Some guys that don't mind doing it, as others I wasn't about to. Good point, SnowRunner. I don't want to have to start new on that game. If I put in too much hour. If I wanted to start new, I'd just start a new save file, right? I don't want to have to do some of those load missions again, because they are, oh god, the worst is that. One of the worst. Sorry, I hit that oversteer like crazy there. They're about a shoulder, that's the only thing I say to do. So you try to adjust and then you'll start going the other way too much. I've learned this game. Something I've noticed about the game, especially controller, I don't know if the wheel would have the same issue. It likes gradual movements. I don't like if you have to turn it, you know, rapidly. Don't like that at all. I've seen that on it. Truck to repair out an issue on the game would cause me to drift lanes. Oh, once I get it straight away, I realize the lights go turn off. I ain't gonna try doing this one straight, which short less fish are few and far between. But I remember how, dang it, I keep doing that. I swear you used to be able to hit up on this as well. No. There. I guess it don't matter on the whoa, I gotta remember I hit. Going down, so if you hit R2, I take you out of cruise control. The company I wish would do a trucking game, besides obviously it was an SCS, this American Euro. When I wouldn't mind seeing them doing one, I wonder how they would do, if they could do what they do bus similar, so it's funny they're not doing truck. So what's it, Aragon, Astragon, whatever it's, you know, the ones that do bus simulator. Cause I think they could do a good job with one. I know Rockstar, but let's see Rockstar ever doing Splendors. They're more into the action type games. And you don't even see midnight clubs anymore. Cause I think a lot of that has to do with GTA Online, right? Don't really need it anymore. Midnight clubs. Of course, GTA Online's frustrating as hell. Not as bad as Red Dead could get. Of course, the big difference is you don't have private rooms. I've noticed too, and if you stick to this line like I do, this sadly seems to be the lane that you get hit in the most. When you get hit behind. This is like the worst lane forward. I know there is an update, I think, pending or coming. I thought I heard that Game Tech mentioned it. I was trying to find out what it's the next one. It's supposed to, I hope it's supposed to include where you could change the color of your truck. Hopefully it's true too, because I mean it don't seem like much, but truthfully, I wouldn't mind a straight black one. This gray on it kind of gets annoying after a while. Also, see it in the trailer, you know, on this load screen and everything. These red trucks or white trucks or whatever, you can't even use them. Why show that if you can't use them? At least dropping. At least I would say that dropping hasn't been too bad. Today it's been kind of. It's pretty frequent. Been pretty frequent. At least that one road to Stuttgart, it was really bad on that road. I wish there was a way to, to check your fuel capacity. I know there would be on a computer. I wish they had it on here. You can check your fuel capacity. So here's where it's at. The only way, of course, you can really find out is just drive through an easy tank that I know of. That's the only way you can find out. Which, obviously, I do quite frequently because that's where I usually outpoint. So I think I can make it from Stuttgart to München or Munich. That's still very well. There's two different names on there. I don't know. I do. There's also, I seen right when they something. Whoa, we got a car that stopped. I seen those stop and then you come up on them and they start driving on you. Or try to pass them or start driving on you. It's another annoyance. But yeah, they're supposed to be like landmarks. And sadly, I don't know. I think I've seen some. I just like Berlin's got one, I think. But unless you know German, could have been made that. But I was more words I brought up. They could have turned that into a trophy, right? For that stuff. I don't know. I'll probably stop in either Munchen or Nuremberg. Because I keep picking up loads, that's how I am. It's just... Basically, this game is all about the grind, though. It's getting the levels to get the different vehicles. I think... Is it 9? The only downside, too, I've seen... I was going to try to do this, was an all-female company, but you can't do it. They just don't have enough women on the job, on the employees. Try to do it on bus, so I can't even do it on there. Times of this where I'm popping up. I keep saying I hate to have to start it over. Actually, I don't mind because there's an issue with that. I think I got all trophies but one, and I should have that one too. It's the airport. To level 25, it's over level 25. Well past 25. Oh, should check Red Dead too, because I don't want to have to really start fresh on Red Dead. That got pretty good up there. Like, I take my time with that though. I don't want to music because that's some. Don't take a lot of time to play because I'm playing hard again. Like today, I kind of want to maybe play some Last of Us 2 as well. Another game I really like. I like is I could see why I might have got some issues though. Probably not the best idea to include a sex scene in a game, guys. Yeah. Boy, was that a shocker. That looked weird. Like half a bridge, but it turned a mirror. Yeah. The car's floating in midair. At least I haven't came across the planes. I was playing this before. When it first came out, there was an issue where every so often I'd come across, be driving down the road, and next thing you know, we got a plane. We're on the grassy plain. I hope they fix that issue. Here for a while there was also an issue. You couldn't deliver to Dortmund at all, which would be an issue because I know there's a lot of stops on there. Not to mention, I think you gotta go further to get if you're coming from the north of your certain cities. Must be getting close to Munchen. Have to be this much. Yeah, I thought so. I think I thought so. And they're not driving that far. Stuttgart to Munchen. It's a pretty straight shot. sure you guys don't got your lights on. What time of day is this? Oh, 4:20. No, 7:53. Like this is about 8 a.m. Ain't that dark? Who needs lights? Oh, maybe just hit a break time. They can't tell you're stopped. That's for no. Let me look at my loads. Oh, brutal. This is one of those ones that got multiple stuff. So okay. So now I want to play Sims. Been working on that. Having fun with that. Talk about an expensive game, though. This light must go straight, because I'm not going. This game's got a proper horn on it. Yeah, that's annoying. Was a little issue. I wish they would upgrade all truck driver. They've added a lot of sounds with that. It seems to be still the one thing they have not updated. Come on. They added hazard lights. You don't, there's no sound to them when you have them on. I admit I don't really use them. Only time I use them on there, and even on here, is if I have to. Like, once there's not an easy tank nearby, and I bet that, you know, I have to sleep. I'll put this on the road. I don't know if it's legal or not, but it's like I just feel it's probably more illegal to drive while you're tired than pulling in. It's sleepy. Of course, there is an issue with a little story there too, where a trucker did try to where he used to live. You know, he needed to sleep, but where he put in, I guess you weren't allowed to. I forget it was on an overpass or something, or what it was, but where he stopped, the cops told me he had to move, and, well, he moved, and, well, he died too, because truck crashed. That's how tired he was, he fell asleep at the wheel, trying to move it. It's just, you know, he needed to sleep, and cops being douchebags at the door. Tells me which one we would sell it, but I better relate to the one told him to move. If it's CHP, a good chance. I knew the cops are not there, and CHP, they're one of related to it. Loosely, should use the word loosely related to. Not that close, though, right? It's not so much removed, whatever it is. Let's see what this says. Contra Office Bureau. Bureau. Interesting. How was this thing? This must have been pretty decent. So, the reputation, that's the only thing I could see you would take if you take a penalty. It says you're taking a penalty if you try to drive with your car out. I don't know. Let me see what's here. I know they can't take a lot. 1,200 cat twits. Magdersburg. I think that's someone I don't know. Crash.